Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to make a video about failure. Gonna get straight to the point, gonna dive right into it. A person very near and dear to my heart and close to me has encouraged me to go ahead and make these videos, even in the midst of things, even while I'm going through things, so that somebody out there that's going through the same thing can relate. And a lot of times I have a hard time doing that because it's difficult to be vulnerable, especially online. You never know who's watching. Some people have good intentions, some people don't. A lot of people don't care. Few people do. And so it's hard to put yourself out there, just on the internet and not knowing who's on the other side of what you're doing. I don't have a large following. I don't have a whole bunch of people watch my videos, but you never know who's watching. And so it's still difficult to be vulnerable. But I wanted to talk about failure because this is something that I've been dealing with, and I've been getting really weary. And I always feel like I've had a couple videos on my channel where I've been vulnerable, very, very, very few, where I'm talking about, struggling and starting over again. And so I'm in that point of my life where I feel like I'm going through that again, because obviously there's seasons. I've had some really good seasons where I had just so much financial breakthrough, so many blessings, so many open doors. And now I'm just in that season where I'm just feeling lost. Like, I feel like the Lord is calling me to do certain things, but I'm not getting that clear cut, like, instruction. You know how you know what God is telling you to do, but I guess you just want those. Well, not guess. You want the details. So I'm just in the season where I have to step out on faith, and that's scary. It's really scary. For some years now, I've been talking about on my channel about not working a 9 to 5, and I'm gradually getting there. I've went from full-time to part-time because I promised myself that I want to get to the point where I gradually never have to work, but still wanting some type of steady income coming in until I figure out how I can be fully sufficient on my own, which I've been working on. I've been learning how to invest. I've been reading a lot of books, watching a lot of webinars, but it's such a slow process. And I see so much for myself in the future, but I'm struggling with where I am now to how I'm supposed to connect to what I see. And sometimes I'll start to feel rushed because, you look online, you watch all these YouTube videos, and this new generation, they have access to so much information. And so they're able to reach their goals that much more quicker. I believe time sometimes is really on your side, and you'll just look back on your life and you'll be like, dang, I started working at 15. If I would have just had a plan for my money back then, I could have been retired in my 20s. But I mean, you do the best you can where you're at with the knowledge that you have. Like, social media and all these YouTube videos weren't providing this type of information. I'm in my 30s. Like, it wasn't as much information as it is now. It wasn't back then. And so now I'm just trying to take in all of these things. Like, I'm steady reading, listening to podcasts, taking risks with my money. I've risked thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm not even going to say on here how much I risked, but it's been over 20,000 for sure, of just me throwing my money in the wind, and many people will say that's crazy and that's a gamble and that's taking a risk. But I'm one of those people, like, I'd rather be dead broke and throw my money and try new things and fail than I don't try anything at all and I regret, and I'm always thinking, what if? And I know that it is getting me one step closer to what God has for me, because when you fail, and all you could do is learn. All you could do is know how to move the next time around, whether that be in your finances, whether that be in relationships, whether that be in family. it's like once things happen, no matter how painful they are, you know what not to do the next time around. You know what I mean? And I do feel like I'm wiser and I'm stronger, and I'm getting through things that I feel like obviously probably would have broke me in my younger years, but now I'm just pushing through. But I'm getting to that point again where I'm really, really, really getting uncomfortable, even working part-time. You know what I mean? I love, I've been doing floral arranging and I work in the floral department, and it's not the highest paying job, but it's one of those things where I have flexibility in my schedule and I get to be creative, and it's very therapeutic. And I knew when I went back into the workforce, because I already didn't want to go back, but I'm like, I do need to be at least going part-time before I full throttle, just not work at all. I was like, okay, I want to be able to do something where I'm being creative, or where I'm getting peace, or I have control over my schedule. Those were the 3 criterias, and creativity being number 1. So when this job was offered to me, I was like, okay, at least it won't feel like work, if that makes sense. Like, it's not really what I want to do, but it's also something I was doing as a hobby. I do it at home. I love putting flowers around my house. So I'm just like, why not do it and get paid for it? But I know that there's a higher calling on my life. I know that there's more in store for me. And so I'm just in that part of my life where I'm really struggling with going into work and just me wanting to work for myself. Like, as I'm making this video, I'm looking at the clock. It's 11:46 p.m. and I'm supposed to be up for work at 6 in the morning. And I was like, I'm not laying down until I record a video. I recorded a product, my products that I'm launching, where they're already up on Love and Locks Beauty. I did a video showcasing that because I realized I haven't put any videos showing what I sell. And a lot of times I do that because I just shortchange myself, or I doubt what I'm doing, or I just throw it up and I'm just like, whoever's going to support is going to support. But I'm like, I have to talk about my products. I can't not. So I'm editing that video, but I just recorded that, and I just recorded 2 TikToks, which I've uploaded here on my YouTube and on TikTok. And then I'll probably put it on Facebook tomorrow. And the reason I do that, you're going to see a lot of shorts and TikToks on this channel, is because sometimes I'm able to reach more people here than on my TikTok. And acting is another passion of mine. It's a seed that I want to plant eventually. I would like to star in a movie, preferably a Christian movie, a movie that glorifies the Most High, that glorifies Jesus Christ, Yeshua. Like, that's what I believe, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to get too wrapped up in, Hollywood or anything crazy, but I would like to star in a big film, something kind of like War Room, like Priscilla Shirer did. I would love to do something like that. Or just a movie that's, even if it's not so much faith-based, that's just positive. That's positive, that's powerful, or like a biography, something that tells a story. I would love to do. Well, I know Halle Berry already did Dorothy Dandridge, but something like that. Like, I love her, like something about her life, or a remake of a film that she's done, or I don't know, just something that I'm proud about and I feel good about, or maybe even directing my own movie one day, so I have that creative control. But I'm just planting seeds. So if you see shorts on my YouTube channel, I've come to the conclusion my YouTube channel is not going to be niche based. I struggled for so long, like, well, what kind of content should I make? And, well, people may be subscribing to my channel for the hauls, or they may be subscribing for this or for that. On this channel, you're just going to get what you get. You can either support it or not. That's fine. I understand. But this channel is not going to be niche based. When I upload, you're liable to get anything, I want to do motivational videos. I want to do devotionals. I want to put my gifts on this channel too, because I never know who it'll reach, who it'll touch, who it'll inspire. And that's a part of me also. And I don't want to pretend I'm just all this one way and, I'm not interested in anything else. I feel like there's so many different facets of me. but I still want it to be positive. So, you know, my TikToks I put up, I'm trying to have no cursing, nothing crazy. I love comedy. I love the 90s. I love, you know, the old school, like black sitcoms. Like, that's the type of content that you'll pretty much see. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm doing all these things. I'm up late when I should be asleep because I'm like, I've got to make this video. I have to stay consistent on my stuff because I'm giving so much time. Even though I'm working part-time now, it's starting to feel like full-time. You know, I'm not even full-time anymore. And even now part-time, it just hurts my soul. Like, I can't put words to it. And I'm just like, I really, really want an entrepreneurial, you know, I want to do that. And even with that, I'm just like, you know, should I take my business in a different direction? Should I work on something else? You know, I'm putting my products up on Love and Locks Beauty because I like making those as a hobby anyways. So I'm just like, you know, let me share it with other people. It's something organic, smelling good, you know, something I like to do in my free time. So why not, you know, use my gifts and put those out there. But I also feel like there could be something more. I don't even know if, you know, my business is going to be my main focus. And I don't know. I'm just doing a little bit of everything, and I'm just praying about whatever happens, it happens. But I'm just getting to that point again, you know, and I'm just to the place where I want to make my own schedule. I love creating content. I may not be consistent on here, but I love acting. I love video editing. I love creating content. I've applied to many jobs, and this also might be something that encourages somebody that I wanted to share. I've been applying in these last 2 weeks to many jobs, even jobs that I didn't think I was qualified for, at least that have to do with video production. Because again, I'm like, okay, if I stay in the workforce, I want some type of creativity involved, and I really, really want it to be something I'm passionate about and that I can use, you know. And so I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind doing some video production or something, you know, where I'm creating anything, any type of visual art. So I applied to Tesla, I applied to Forbes, I applied to Disney, I applied to everything, and I was getting no after no after no after no. And then I seen this video that had popped up with 50 Cent. And, you know, again, some people be like, 50 Cent, take the meat, spit out the bones, okay? I can pretty much learn from everybody, but listening to one of his, it was a motivational video, it was like an interview he did, and he was just talking about, you know, all the rejection and the things that he had to go through before his shows, you know, his shows like Power and stuff, they're all #1 now, but he was talking about, you know, the struggle to get to that point. And I think a lot of times we see the finished product of other people's success and we feel like we're so far behind. We feel like, dang, I should be where they're at and I'm here. Like, you start to feel like you a loser. You just start to feel like, dang, why am I such a failure? Why am I not somewhere else? Like, I know I'm destined for something greater, but why can't I touch it? Why can't I reach there? And we're not realizing, we're not seeing the blood, sweat, and tears that went, like, that person had to endure. We're seeing the finished product, and we're trying to compare our journey to that finished product. And if I'm honest with myself, I could be a lot further along, and I'm just not as disciplined. And I look at people that I do look up to, and I see how disciplined they are. And so it's like, okay, if I want that, I can get that. But I have to be disciplined, and consistency is my thing. So many times I've gotten on YouTube. That's why I stopped saying it now. But it's been a few videos where I announced a schedule and what I was going to do. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stop saying that if I'm not going to do it. Like, I have good intentions when I make the video. I get excited about it. You know, I'll drop a couple videos and I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm on a roll. And then I'll just stop, or I'll start to question myself, or I start to veer off and do something else. So I'm not going to say in this video I'm going to be posting consistent on here, okay? I'm not even going to say it. But it is a desire of mine. It is a desire to get on YouTube and stick with it and use my gifts. It's just, I'm just in a weary season. And typically I don't like to come on here and talk about anything until I feel like I'm in a good space where I've gotten through what I'm going through. But I just want to document this on here right now. I'm going through it. I'm definitely nowhere near where I want to be. I'm a lot better than, where I was. But it's rough, y'all. It's rough. I got to go into work tomorrow. And it's just so hard. It's so hard because I'm like, I just want to put all my focus and my attention and keep pushing and keep working. And I was like, I'm just going to keep, even if I'm tired, I'm going to keep doing these TikToks. I don't know how consistent I'm going to be with YouTube. TikTok is a little easier for me to do real quick. And I'm more consistent on there. But I really, really, really would like to be a full-time YouTuber. But I want to make sure that whatever I'm producing is quality. I don't want to just get on here talking about anything or doing anything to meet a quota or to be on schedule. Like, I always want my videos to be from the heart or something that I'm proud about sharing, I feel good about, So, yeah, this is just me up late making this video diary. Don't feel bad if you're not where you want to be. I'm not either. As I'm making this, I'm learning to be content, but honestly, I'm not happy with where I am. I'm content and I feel thankful and I feel blessed. So I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining. I'm just being honest that I know that the Lord has more for me and I'm just anxious to reach that. That's what it is. But I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I have a place to live. I have my family. I got food to eat. I have a job. There's people that don't have a job. I'm able, if there's something I want to go to, I have the money to do it. And so I'm not complaining about that at all. I'm very grateful. I'm thankful for life. I try to take in everything. I'm just in that space where I'm uncomfortable because I know that there's greater and I want to get to that point, and I just don't see how the two connects, And that's what walking by faith is. Sometimes we want to take control. We want to know every single little detail. And it's hard to be still in that. It's very hard. So, excuse me, I got hiccups. So, yeah, I just want you to know, if you're watching this, you're not alone. All I can tell you is just put in action. I've been putting in action these past couple of days. I've been working really, really, really hard of writing down goals, getting specific of how to execute, and just praying for those areas where, like, all I could do is plant the seed. There's nothing I can do. I can't make somebody give me an opportunity. I can't make anything. All I can do is put works behind faith and trust God and be okay with failing. I've started so many businesses. You can go back on my channel. You can see I used to sell sunglasses. I used to sell shirts, accessories, like anything you can think of. I tried to sell it and it pretty much failed. And I'd make money, but to me, when I say failed, I mean like it wasn't enough for me to quit my day job. I wasn't making six figures. It was just something that was passive income. So I'm proud of that because, the blessing in that was it just feels good when you create something and you're making money for yourself. But it's just, I want to get to the place where I'm financially free. I can be a blessing to my family. I can be a blessing to the kingdom. And I'm working on being a good steward with the money that I have now because I want God to be able to trust me with more. And so that's been my focus. But yeah, many things that I've tried, I failed. Like I said, these past week and a half, 2 weeks, I've applied to so many jobs and they actually replied back and was like, nah, we're going to go with a different candidate. No. And I'm like, well, Lord, I did pray, if this isn't for me, to just close the door. But when the door keeps closing, you like, well, what is for me then? Can you just let me know? But I'm not going to let it stop me because I know that those no's, I'm one step closer. And I don't remember if it was a 50 Cent video I watched or a different video, but it was like, basically you can get 100 no's, you just need that one yes. And when I heard that, ooh, that penetrated my heart. they penetrated my heart. So many people that we admire and we look up to, they've gotten so many no's. And the difference between us and them is they didn't let those no's stop them. You know, sometimes we're so fearful of a rejection or abandonment that could stem from our childhood, or just, you know, you're embarrassed. I've been getting them no's in them emails. I want to share that on here because maybe there's somebody out there applying, or everything you do is just like, no, 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 no. Like every area of your life. And that's what I'm going through right now. But I'm just going to keep pushing. And yeah, if you're out there, you see this video, please pray for me, as I will be doing for you, the viewers. I always pray for the viewers, whoever sees my video, that it plants a seed, that it penetrates your heart, that your heart is prepared to receive, you know, a good word. And that maybe something that I've said is confirmation, or just encourages you or uplifts you. Because I'm going through a time, you know, I'll watch other people's videos and, you know, pray so I can get that encouragement. And I also want to share that with others. What I'm learning, what I'm going through, I want to pour into you and touch others. I know that's a part of my calling as well. So yeah, I hope you can get something out of this video. And I don't know when I'm going to see you guys again, but I'm going to try. Okay, that's all I can say. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video, whenever that is. Take care.